You got, you collect, or not you collect, you have this antique car.
Yes.
How did you get, what is it and how did you get involved in it?
I was a tomboy, and in Texas, on my block, Concho Street in Dallas, it was all boys I played with, and we played car lot. And the game, it consisted of cutting cars out of magazines and then, arranging them and trading back and forth these cars. And so I was doing this probably from 1948 to 1950. And I knew all the cars, of those years, for many years. I mean, I've forgotten a lot of them now, but I used to know, the Nash, the Pontiac, the Studebaker, everything, all the models. And so my parents took the New Yorker magazine, and I was the only one that had Cadillacs. And everybody wanted Cadillacs, and I had all these Cadillacs, but the car I loved the most was the Willys Jeepster.
Hmm.
And that I would trade these Cadillacs, and they thought I was crazy, because the Cadillac was the, luxury car, and the Willys Jeepster was like a cheap car. And it was only made, I think, from 1948 to 1952, and it was made with leftover parts from World War II Jeeps. And I just loved this car, and I always wanted an antique car. I mean, all my life, but I knew, it was a luxury thing. I was a teacher. I didn't make that much money. To just have an extra toy car, I couldn't do. But at a certain point, I had enough money, and I had actually inherited a little money from a roommate who had died, and found this Jeepster just sitting out on the street for sale. In 1999, we were going to go on vacation, and she took me over there to see it, and I bought it immediately. And but it's something I'd say I had wanted, an old car. I either wanted a 1953 MG or a 1948 to 52 Jeepster, and so I bought this Willys Jeepster, and then a few years later, a kit car, one that's just a fake reproduction car of a 1953 MG came available, and I bought it also. So I ended up with my two dream cars, one a real antique and the other a reproduction car. So these two cars that I had fallen in love with.
Now the red one in your garage right now, is that the real one?
That's the real one, and
Okay.
I sold the reproduction one because it wasn't real, and it was so small and low that it actually kind of scared me. And I didn't really drive it, and it was just ridiculous to be storing two cars over the winter and paying the insurance. And we have state inspection here, and every time they're inspected, there's something found that needs to be repaired. It's just really not cost effective. So I sold the MG to a man who had had an MG and had always wanted another one. And so this was great.
And so you have it here? And
yeah, I have it here in the summer.
And how often do you use it?
Probably once a week, once or twice a week. Yeah.
Thank you.
To run errands.
To run errands. Do you get a lot of, do people come up to you and talk to you?
It's a man magnet. If I were a heterosexual woman, I could have many husbands many times over, because it just draws older men, kind of my age, to talk, and,
Nice.
yeah.
Thank you.